Hello, Prairie Trace Hawks.
Hello, I'm Claire Werner.
And I'm Kirsten Jacobson. And welcome to this edition of WPTE. Hey Claire, have you heard of a certain elf going around the school?
Oh yeah, Petey. If you see him, look, but don't touch.
Speaking of elves, do you have any elf jokes?
I sure do. What do you call a greedy elf?
I don't know. What?
Elfish. Telling all those jokes made my stomach hungry. What's on the lunch menu today?
Today's hot lunch is whole grain soft pretzel with cheese. Sandwiches, ham and turkey mini subs, and salad is chicken Caesar salad.
That lunch sounds delicious.
Now let's look at today's birthdays.
We don't have any birthdays in the building today, but it is Nicki Minaj's 34th birthday today, and we only have 17 days till Christmas.
Hey Claire, I wonder if it's going to snow this weekend.
Well, Kirsten, speaking of snow, Aiden is up next with this weekend's weather forecast. Aiden, take it away!
Thank you, Kirsten and Claire. Hi, my name is Aiden Jeffries, and I'm here with this weekend's weather forecast. Today will be chilly with a high of 36 and a low of 25. Brr, that's cold. Make sure you bundle up and put on your gloves and hats. On Saturday morning, there is a possible chance of snow showers. Yes, I just said, that's snow showers. The high for Saturday will only be just barely above freezing at a high of 34 degrees and a low of 17. That's cold. Put on your winter jackets and winter gear. On Sunday, the high will be 4 degrees above freezing, which makes it 36 as the high and the low at 27 degrees. But again, it's really becoming winter. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Aiden.
Looks like it's going to be super cold.
Make sure you're wearing your winter coat this weekend.
I can't believe we might get some snow Saturday morning. Next up is Cooper with This Week in Sports.
Cooper, take it away!
Thanks, Kirsten and Claire. I'm Cooper Hudak with your Week in Sports. Tomorrow, Indiana is playing the Louisville Cardinals. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. Indiana is playing at the Louisville Young Center. Let's go Hoosiers! I love watching basketball. Next, IUPUI is playing Purdue. The game is being played at Purdue. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Go Purdue! Lastly, the Colts play the Bills. Tip-off is at 1 p.m. Colts will be playing away from home, so be sure to tune in at 1 p.m. Sunday on the TV. And that's it for your Week in Sports. Make sure to put first things first and get all your work done so you can tune in to all the games this weekend. Now back to Claire and Kirsten in the studio.
Good luck to all of our Indiana teams. I know Miss G might be cheering on the Louisville Cards, but we will see who takes the win.
I wonder if any of our Indiana teams use the 8 habits. I'm sure they have to synergize on a team.
Speaking of the 8 habits, Kyla is with Will to talk about the Parent Leadership Night. Kyla, take it away!
Thank you, Kirsten and Addie. My name is Kyla Straw, and I'm here with Will to talk about Parent Leadership Night.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your responsibilities as a Lighthouse leader.
Well, we have to do stuff that involves the 8 habits, and it's really fun.
This week we had our first Parent Leadership Nights. What were the 3 most important things parents and children took away from this event?
1, the kids and the parents got to learn about the first 3 habits. 2, the parents and the kids participated in fun activities to practice the first 3 habits. And 3, the activities helped each grade level understand the habits. The activity for habit 3 was the same for all the grade levels. It helped kids see what's really important.
What was your favorite part of the evening?
My favorite part of the evening was watching parents and children working together to understand the habits. They're practicing habit 6, synergize, with their parents.
Thank you, Will, for telling us all about the Parent Leadership Night. Now back to the studio.
Hi, Prairie Trace Elementary School. I'm Mrs. McDonald, and this is Mrs. Danquist. We are co-executive directors of the Carmel Education Foundation. And we came today to present you for the 4th consecutive year. The Prairie Trace are the winners of our elementary school participation trophy. So you get to keep it here for another year, and we'll get excited to see you next year on October 17th for the 2018 Ghosts and Goblins. So go home and put that on your calendar. Mrs. Ship will be emailing everybody that address so we can get you all to come and participate again. It's a great event, and we can't thank you enough for coming. And of course, we want to come back in 2018 and give you that trophy for the 5th consecutive year.
And I would like to personally thank you and the Carmel Education Foundation. I know all of you get very excited about Ghosts and Goblins each year because we like to come together as a school community and really synergize to pull together and have a great theme to win this prestigious trophy of the most participation. But boys and girls, it's very important to you to know that all of this, what we're doing as far as the Ghosts and Goblins, helps to represent the Carmel Education Foundation. And what these ladies and their organization does is they provide grants to your teachers. So you're seeing some actual things in your classroom, really good learning enhancement, activities and different things that the teachers can be very creative with and put them into your classroom. And not only do they fill teacher grants, but they also provide many scholarships to our students in the Carmel Clay schools. So this is a great way to celebrate our community, build our Prairie Trace culture and the culture of Carmel Clay schools. So thank you for all your hard work and synergy, and hopefully we'll be receiving this next year too.
We can't wait to see what Mrs. Ship comes up with for next year's theme.
We're thinking
Prairie
already.
Trace. Thank you all for participating. We loved having you and look forward to next year.
Looks like Parent Leadership Night was a success.
I wonder what today's national days are.
Lucky for you, Katya and Kyla are up next with National Days. Katya and Kyla, take it away!
Thank you, Kirsten and Claire.
And welcome to National Days.
Hi, I'm Katya Faulkner.
And I'm Kyla Straw.
So, Kyla, what do you got?
Today is National Brownie Day.
Oh, cool. I love brownies. Hey, have you ever wanted to be a time traveler? I have.
Well, guess what? Today is also National Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day.
Well, that sounds fun. Maybe I will tell my sisters. They love to pretend.
I think that sounds like a great game idea.
And that's all of National Days.
Now back to the studio.
I love brownies. I think I might eat one after school.
Me too.
Hey, Kirsten, did you know that Michael and Anthony are up next with Did You Know?
No, I didn't, but now I do.
Michael
and Anthony, take it away!
Thank you, Claire and Kirsten. I'm Michael Banda.
And I'm Anthony Back.
And welcome to Did You Know? Did you know Christmas wasn't always on December 25th?
No, but did you know that 1 out of 3 men wait to do the shopping till Christmas Eve?
I hope my dad doesn't do that. Did you know that the tallest Christmas tree was displayed in Seattle, Washington, and it measured 221 feet tall?
Wow, that's tall. Did you know that in 1980 the biggest selling gift was a Rubik's Cube? Sold for $1.99. Now it sells for $10.99.
Wow, the price really went up. Did you know that Americans buy 1.6 billion Christmas cards every year?
No, but did you know that Black Friday is not the most busiest shopping day of the year? Though 2 days before Christmas, that are.
Did you know that nearly 60 million Christmas trees are grown in Europe?
That is a lot of trees. Did you know that about 6,000 Visa cards are used every minute in the holiday season?
That concludes this edition of Did You Know? Now back to the studio.
I wonder what day Christmas used to be on back then.
And I didn't know a Christmas tree could be so tall.
I don't think it would be able to fit in my house. Next up is William with a special message about Math Bowl.
William, take it away!
Hi everyone, and this is Prairie Trace's William Zhang covering the Math
Math Bowl coach Miss Ah here on this year's Math Bowl competition. So,
Math Bowl is a competition for 4th and 5th graders, and there's different divisions. And the one that we're in is basically all Carmel Clay schools. And we come together and we solve math problems, and then they take our score and they rank us in the state. And we're in the orange category, so it's 4th and 5th grade only.
sounds amazing. So, where do you sign up and kind of like get ready for tryouts?
So really, the only thing that you can do to get ready for tryouts is like math. So if you like math, I ask that you try out and that you're in the 4th and the 5th grade. We went home in the Prairie Press, and Mrs. Ship sent a parent messenger home, and there was a link on there. I think after the first day, we already had 31 kids signed up, and that was in 6 hours.
So, if you make the team, when are practices?
If you make the team, we take the top 20 kids, and they meet Tuesdays and Thursdays after school, and we solve math problems, and we look at strategies, and we talk if we make mistakes, and overcome how we solve problems if we get stuck in a competition.
As for the people joining the new people joining the Math Bowl, what type of advice would you give to them?
The advice I would give is love math, have fun. If you make the team, the competition is really scary for some people. You get nervous, those butterflies in your stomach, and that's okay because you're ready to do it. Okay. And just have fun.
Well, then, like, how's the whole competition and like scoring all set up then?
So there are 4 rounds. Each round has 8 questions, and we've caught on that it starts out kind of easy and they get harder each question. And all of the schools are sitting around the gym, and in the middle you have the tables, 11 tables for the 11 elementary schools, and every 8 questions, 4 students go up and they sit and they answer the questions, and then they have one captain, and the captain is the one that turns in the final answer, and that's the answer that they give when the time is up.
So speaking of and by the way, like, how did the school place last year?
Last year, we were a little nervous. We had won the previous year, and we were really excited. First time ever that we had done that. Yeah. Last year, we came into the competition, and I think after round 1, we were tied for 8th. And then round 2, we had moved up to 4th or 5th. In round 3, we were tied for 3rd. And then at the end of round 1, we were watching very carefully, and you could hear everyone in the gym. It was so quiet. And then when Mrs. Ship announced the 3rd place team, and then the 2nd place team, we knew that we had won because our score had been higher than both of theirs.
Yeah, I see.
It was really exciting.
So speaking of the competition, what types of math problems would be expected in this year's competition then?
Every year they release new problems to practice, different types. Last year there were a lot on simple interest with like banking problems. There were area and perimeter problems, simple computation problems with fractions. This year though, when we get on there, it'll be a lot of problem solving. They give a lot of problem solving and different types of computation with multiplication and division.
Okay. So thank you for spending time with us and like talking to us about the Math Bowl.
Thank you.
And
back
to the studio.
Make sure to sign up for Math Bowl.
Next up is Maddie with Pets on the Prairie. Maddie, take it away.
Thank you, Claire and Kirsten, and welcome to Pets on the Prairie with the amazing Madison Mylott. Today I'm here with Mrs. Shaw. Thank you so much for coming today.
You're welcome. Nice to be here.
Ms. Shaw, can you tell us a little bit about your pet?
Well, my pet's name is Gracie. She is a Springer Spaniel, and she is black and white.
How old is Gracie?
Gracie is 11 years old, but you would know it by the way she runs around the house.
Can Gracie do any tricks?
Well, she can sit, and she can howl for her supper, and she can kind of play dead, like this.
Have you ever dressed your pet up for Halloween or Christmas?
We've never dressed her up, ever. No, we haven't done that.
When did you get Gracie?
We got Gracie 11, well, she was only 3 months old when we got her, so it was close to 11 years ago. And we went all the way to St. Louis to pick her up. It was a breeder who dealt with Springer Spaniels.
Do you have any funny stories about your pet?
Oh, Gracie, she loves to howl for her supper. And she starts howling, and we bring it out and we feed her, and she goes, "Oh, woo!" and she howls and howls. She's a silly dog. She sings just like I do.
What is the best thing about having Gracie as a pet?
The best thing is coming home after a long day of work, and there is Gracie. She's
What
happy
made you want to get
see
a dog?
me.
Okay, let's just go back. Okay, ask her again. What is the best thing about having Gracie? Go ahead.
What is the best thing about having Gracie as a pet?
She's happy to see me when I come home from work. No matter what kind of day I've had, I come home and Gracie is so glad I'm there.
What made you want to get a dog?
He was a hunter, so he had hunting dogs, and he always had a Springer Spaniel. And so he wanted a Springer, and I wanted a dog just because we had a young family and I wanted a dog for the family. So it worked out great. She's been a great dog.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw. Now, back to Claire and Kirsten in the studio.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know.
Mrs. Shaw, Gracie is so cute.
I know, very cute. Claire, have you ever lost something and didn't know where to look for it?
Yeah, where do I look?
Well, Davis is up next with Lost and Found. Davis, take it away!
Hello, I'm Davis Hutchins, and I'm here with, well, just me. I'm reporting live from the studio this morning with an overwhelming amount of Lost and Found clothes. Aiden told me it might snow this weekend, and I'm here with a pink sparkly hat and gloves to match it. I know you'll be wanting these this weekend. Stuco members, I know if I was in Stuco, I wouldn't be losing this shirt. Stuco members, who's missing their shirt? Come and claim it. WPTE yearbook, you too? This shirt looks pretty cool to me. Come and claim it. The Lost and Found is now in a box in the cafeteria. Come and get your things. For tuning in of this edition of Lost and Found. Now back to Kristen in the studio.
Make sure to go to the Lost and Found to look for your items. It's going to be a cold weekend.
Well, Claire, I think this concludes this edition of WPTE.
We will end with the Pledge of Allegiance, Leadership Pledge, in a moment of silence.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the prairie! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge, as a Prairie Trace elementary leader, to have a positive attitude each day. I will make good choices, even when no one is looking. I will demonstrate the 8 habits to make myself and my school an amazing place.